Hi everyone, this is Linda, and there's been lots of questions about using the MySewNet library, so I just thought I'd throw something fairly quick together. So we're going to talk a little bit about using the MySewNet library. There's an explanation here. If you want to actually read through all that information, you can do that. But I've also created a PDF file that it has the above information along with some other things in a couple of other Facebook groups. So let's get started. The purpose of this video is to talk about the things that you can do in MySewNet and the library. Now, I'm just real quickly, if you can see, I'm at MySewNet.com, and it talks about a couple of other little things. You could go to the creative tools. It talks about a couple of different things here. It does give you a better explanation of the library, the cloud, and the project creator that are part of MySewNet. Again, don't forget that you do not have to have a Wi-Fi machine in order to use some of the functions that are on MySewNet. So just be aware of that. Downloads, this is where you can download your software. You can get the free one. You can, if you've paid for your subscription, you can do it there. Knowledge Center, lots of information. But where I really want to go to is to the library in Tools. And I'm going to select the library here. And in the library, there are all kinds of pieces of information. You can go to Browse Categories, which lets you pick on different categories in the library itself. You can go to different news, and there's all kinds of things, projects and information that you can use, tips and hints. Great place to go and get information about stabilizers and those kinds of things. I have my favorites, which are the library designs that I've marked that I want to use over and over again. So I have an option to choose it as a favorite, and I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. If I have purchased a design, these are designs that I have actually purchased and want to keep forever and ever. So those that maybe not have a Wi-Fi, one of the subscriptions, you can actually purchase designs and use them forever and ever and ever. So it's another option. But if you have a subscription, you can also purchase the designs, because if your subscription ever expires, any designs that you've downloaded go away. So just so that you're aware. And then I can go to all designs, and this is where I'm going to talk the most. But I'm going to do a search, and I'm just going to search for towel hanger and search. So these are all the different towel hangers, and I'm doing a video later on doing a project using one of these. So, and it'll be software based. So just so that you know, let's talk about the options that are here. First is I can send the design. If I select this, I can send the design to, this is my Premiere Plus 2 software. This is my MySewNet software. I have them both on this laptop. And those two softwares allow me to make edits to the designs that I send there. So then the other thing is the Designer Epic 2. So that is my other machine. I also, if I had my Designer Epic turned on, it would show up in this list too. So I could send directly to any one of those three options. Favorite says, I want to keep this in my favorites, which is again up here. And it will show in my favorites from now until I remove it from my favorites. The other option I have from this point is actually to purchase the design. When I purchase it, it will go to the shopping cart, just like other internet pages. It will then show in my purchased. Once I purchase it, it is mine. I get to do whatever I want to with it. But I'm going to click on this design because there's other things that gives you more information. So on this page, you actually see how many color changes there are, how many stitches there is, how large the design is, what the price is if I'm going to add it to my cart. And again, I can add it to my cart here. I can save it as a favorite. I can actually send it to my cloud-based, the MySewNet cloud. And I'm going to talk about that here in a second. I can send it directly to my machine, just like I could on the other spot. So I have these other options. The one that wasn't here when I was back on this page is the ability to send it to my cloud. So just so that you know that, I'm going to click on this again. So this is one that's on this page. The other thing that's in here, not only your list of different colors, But if I did a search on techniques, I could do projects in the hoop, and I could click there and find other projects in the hoop categories. Again, flowers, those are the different kinds of things that I could have done a search on. So sometimes in the library, there will be an additional PDF file that talks about the technique that is done on that particular design. And it's usually a design set. So I'm just going to go here. And this is an entire design set of towel hangers. And then if you get to the very, very bottom, and I'm going to keep on going. Go quickly. There's the list of all the designs that are in that design set. Individual pieces that I could pick and choose. So I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to pick on one, and I'm going to just pick on this one. This one happens to be also a thread velvet design, I think. Yep, thread velvet. It tells me all the different techniques that are associated to it. It tells me that I'm going to use water-soluble stabilizer on it. It's going to be done like an applique, and I'm going to cut fabric away. So it tells me some information about that design and helps me sew that out. So I'm going to close that out. So watch for this. If it's just a plain embroidery design, it's not necessarily going to show anything there. So let's go, and I'm going to actually send it into my cloud. It says upload to my cloud, and please wait while we upload the design. Well, I have found that sometimes this doesn't work as quickly as I think it should. So what I have found is I have to actually go to my cloud, and I'm going to close this. I'm going to go here into Tools. I'm going to go to my cloud. And I have lots of things in here, so don't pay any attention to how many I have. I shouldn't have this many. I'm going to go to the library folder, and I'm going to delete it. It's the best way I can tell you that I've been able to get rid of things. So I'm going to go back. I go here, and when I'm done, it tells me it is now there. So I can actually close this. I'm going to go to Tools. I'm going to go to Cloud. And I'm looking for Library. If I open that folder, there's the design I just sent. So I could either download it directly to my computer, but it is in my cloud. So when I pull up my embroidery designs on my Wi-Fi machines, I can actually find it in the folder called Library and pull it up directly on the machine. So I've got lots of options. I hope that helps explain some of the library questions that seem to come up all the time. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks.